This is the Tend to Get In podcast. It's your boy Drunk on Thursday. All power and praise to the Most High from here to Mount Sinai. And to my left, we have.
I am your player partner, Black Chuck Tag. It's a fact that I'm black, but don't label me a Democrat. Let's get it in.
What were you gonna say?
Fucking
Spark that butt too.
Yeah, you sparked that shit up. Fucking that the DA, the Fulton County DA. What's her name?
Stop fucking saying. Talking about crimes you commit in songs, but also okay. Look, so I get what she's saying when it be super specific.
Yeah,
and they can tie you to a crime.
Let's get what you're saying, 'cause we gotta inform those niggas out there that don't know. I wrote that bitch what she said there. So her name is Fulton County District Attorney Fannie Willis just issued a statement basically telling Atlanta rappers don't commit crimes in her area
and then rap about it.
We could glorify them in raps.
Yeah. Okay. So look,
and then y'all
there
look at the
comes
rest
a
of
fine
shit.
line when people be like, "Oh, it's art." There's a fine line between art of storytelling and talking about something you actually fucking did.
Yeah.
If you talk about art of storytelling where it's very vague, you can still kind of reference it, but be vague about it. That's one thing.
That's one thing for sure.
But when you like, so and so did this, brought it back, came here, we pulled up over there, shot him at the Texaco.
Like that's why I didn't like when YG had that one song about flocking.
Like,
He's like that nigga's like we ring the doorbell and knock to make sure they ain't there.
Yeah.
I was like, blood, you really been real shit.
Yeah,
nigga.
like bro, you can't do shit like that.
But
But people just want to sound relatable. That's all.
Okay,
and then you know, dumb niggas that go along with like, no, that's tough. Like, no, bro, because they giving away the game. But also, just stop rapping about shit you did. Just make up some shit and rap about some made up shit. You don't need to rap these dead niggas' names in these songs and do all this other. Stop doing shit like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not cool, bro. It's really not.
Hell yeah. So what you think about? I do agree with you on that one though. I don't think that shit is really smart. I don't think it's accurate. I think you can rap about still gangster shit. But you just don't rap about yo gangster shit. Rap about some shit like where they're like, there's no way Wack is telling the truth when he says Big U knocked out 32 Mexicans. Like, say some shit like that where it's like, nah, we're not going to investigate that. There's no way he was in Chicago, killed 30 niggas and went to Texas and slain 5 more. Like that might be tough. Yeah, that might be tough though. But you know, like. So why I was in Cali shooting a video, like you know, like shit like that. Like, oh no, don't say shit that equates to where you could have really been at.
Nigga said I'm KD when I hit him. No, killed 30 niggas, slid to Texas, killed 5 for the video. 35.
Oh, nigga making bars on the spot. Nigga, hey, we need a segment bars on the spot.
Bars on the spot.
Niggas gonna steal that.
Shit like that.
So okay. So we look like we both agree with that. But what you think what people are saying about her, like, basically they say, she borderline doing coonish shit. She's targeting rappers, black rappers. Basically they feel like she the pigs, nigga, she the feds. Go ahead, what you think about that?
Okay, so who else is she gonna target when y'all niggas on the most ruckus out there? We know what white people do. They're far more racist. They do fuck shit and all that. But white people ain't going and shooting up apartment buildings and killing innocent civilians. And white people ain't running in houses like that and rapping about it. If you were just doing it on the low, maybe, you know what I mean? But you're doing it and then rapping about it.
Yeah.
Anybody that sits up there and say that's coonish behavior to try to remove that from your black community when you don't want that for your black community.
You don't want that for your kids.
You're being a coon. Yeah. You're the one that's being a coon, bro.
I would say... Okay.
You can rap about all these things. That's cool, bro. But also at the same time, I get people are thrown in circumstances. But it'd be like a lot of people in areas where they really don't got to do that.
Facts.
And they still be on some shit like, it's not like you even in Atlanta. You in some shit like, what's this shit called? Stone Mountain or whatever. They didn't even have to do shit like,
or something like that.
Yeah, they didn't have to do. You really didn't. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not saying it's not crime out there, but you know what I mean? Like, you are doing something you don't have to do, bro. Like, so it's very coonish for people to do these things and rap about it and expect nothing to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And, you're a coon because you're trying to take me out the community. Even though this nigga done killed a little baby on accident.
Yeah. I don't know if I would say you cooning by doing these activities, but what I would say is, though, you're actually very ignorant by not paying attention to the fact that, okay, if you're saying you're doing these activities and you're actually doing these activities, you're so ignorant to the fact that you don't think that they're gonna come get you. Like, I don't feel like, I know you doing what you gotta do, but just the fact that as you saying, okay, it's a coon if you try to take me to go to jail. No, you're actually putting them people in a position where they must take you to jail. If you doing these acts like you say, you keep it on the low, then I feel like you get away with it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really
and
say
that's
necessarily.
specifically all right. So when I'm saying that, if we talking about like them kicking indoors and stealing all of that, I think them niggas just trying to eat. You know what I mean? As long as they ain't kill nobody or nothing, they doing
They
it. With
take it from the
motherfuckers
rich.
Yeah, like I really don't give a fuck. Like
Yeah.
Robin Hood type shit, right?
Yeah.
But when we talking about niggas who got beef with a specific motherfucker and then go spray up a general area, or niggas got beef and want to do drive-bys, they got it with one nigga, or even if it's a section, you pulling up and doing drive-bys when they, you know what I mean? Like, you get what I'm saying? That's kind of
like
get out. If you really hate that person, you get what I'm saying, right?
But it's
because
also
you're
too,
putting other people at risk though that have nothing to do with that.
But also too, so what I was gonna say is, you like you said, you can hit an innocent person, you can say, but then you also got to be weary that the fact that not everybody, and you're ignorant to the fact, they're actually being ignorant to the fact that they're not realizing not everybody's in that culture where you're doing these actions out. Now, if you're in an arena and everybody in this motherfucker, everybody like, nigga, we all on this.
We all sliding.
All right, then that's what it is.
That's
you feel me?
But
you're doing these acts in front of civilians, and that you're ignorant to think to the fact that no one's going to bring it to attention.
Exactly.
But here's the thing. So for me, blood, I don't feel like she's really. This is my take. It might be wild, but I feel like, blood, I actually give her more props, and I think she really on there's these rappers' side, more side than what these niggas is giving her credit for. I feel, bro, by her even saying, nigga, this is the lyrics that we got you for. This the lyrics that we gonna come after, and this is what we gonna be looking for when it's in my area. Cause she kept saying in my area. I feel like she letting you niggas know, like, bro, it's other niggas out there that's gonna just do an operation. It's called the Rico, but it's Operation Sunshine.
Yeah.
And not tell you, nigga, if you do that shit, I'm gonna get you. They just gonna let you do the crime.
She letting y'all niggas know.
She letting y'all niggas know. So I feel like she still feel for these niggas. Like, I understand what's going on. Y'all black and y'all shit going on, but you can't do it over here.
Yeah.
So I'm letting you niggas know this is what we're targeting. Cause she could have kept that shit on the low.
Yeah.
I was like, niggas ain't
not said nothing.
Niggas ain't getting the underplot of this shit where she's giving out what she's gonna be targeting, looking for.
But it's just the culture needs to shift, bro. Like all this rapping about killing people. Look, theoretically, it does sound good, right? Not even theoretically, it does sound good. Theoretically, it would be cool if people rapped about those things, but they weren't actually happening. But the people, there's one thing from telling, like storytelling, like maybe like an Ice Cube would do, like an early Ice Cube, where he's telling you, you know what I mean, and and he kind of glorified it, but at the same time he didn't. It was just like, this shit is fucked up.
What's going on around me.
Now it's, oh, you ain't catch a body, you pussy. Like, bro, what?
But I still feel like they're talking to the people in that region. If you saying you in this shit,
but who's the main consumers of that? People that's not even on that.
People
bro.
that's not even on that.
So you're now influencing.
And also, nigga,
you got white
I done been on
kids
that time
from the burbs that is now trying to come over here and hang out and kill niggas with y'all.
I'm about to say also, because if you really are on that time, and when you listen to that type of shit, nigga, you get back on that time.
Yeah.
You like, nigga, what? Oh, my
Yeah.
God, nigga, after matter of fact, nigga.
Matter of fact.
I'm gonna bend a couple corners, nigga, just
Yeah.
to see what the fuck is going on. You do. So, I mean, music is powerful. But again, okay, so would niggas be wrong? So I do feel like there is we talked about how Fat Joe was saying, you know, how hip hop was formed. I do feel like there
I'm
is
gonna answer that nigga with the from the piggy bank video.
yeah, like get that nigga,
part,
like what the fuck you talking about? I got seen that, and
you talking about that Latino and
yeah,
look, okay.
But I'm just saying, before we get on here, there is an aspect of the original hip hop it did have a real aspect about it. So you were rapping out what you had going on.
Yeah.
Now if you're telling me if you're smoking niggas, right?
Yeah.
And you rap about it, I only can fault you for being ignorant to rap about it. I'm not gonna fault you for what you do, for rapping about what you're really doing.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like it's more fucked up when you're not doing that shit.
Yeah, and
you're rapping about it and bringing attention to niggas that is doing that shit.
Even if you are, bro, there should be nobody that's in these situations that feel like it should be glorified. Like, that's crazy. It shouldn't. Aren't you tired of the shit?
Well, I mean, if you look at all these other people, they talk about how Alexander and all these other people killed all these people. So, I mean, kills kill streaks have been glorified for years.
No, I know that. But I'm just saying, us as a community, we don't need to do that. Cause
we don't need to.
That's not what we was ever on originally. We got that whole, we got to kill and take over this, and we got that from the white man,
Crabs in the barrel.
We wasn't on that. Niggas was helping everybody from Sub-Sahara all the way up to Mesopotamia. We was fucking with each other and passing knowledge.
You had to, though, but because you had to trade with people.
Yeah.
So you had to be weary of what you did to people and how you treated people. You feel me?
But we wasn't even up on this shit fucking 50 years ago, bro. We really wasn't. 50 years ago, we weren't on that.
We wasn't on this shit 50 years ago.
They let them, the death of the Black Panther Party led to all of this, bro.
Which is fucking crazy because we go, get obviously on the show.
But wait, we'll get to that. But this nigga said it's 50-50 Latino and Black that started
If he don't get the fuck out of here.
Early adopters give you it. Got you on that. Mostly breakdancing, though, let's be honest. That's what y'all was doing.
Wait, did we ever clarify? Was he talking about hip-hop or did he say rap?
He said hip-hop, but those are the 4 arts. So I'll give him
5.
Okay. Well,
go ahead.
Yeah. The hip-hop historian over here. Cool Herc himself. Yeah, man. Fucking... I forgot what I was going to say.
No, you was going to say that he was trying to... You said you give him...
Look, if you talking about breakdancing and graffiti, I'll give you that. From the jump, y'all was on that shit, right? Mm-hmm. But if we talking about the rapping and the actual... Like, what we think of hip-hop, that wasn't y'all. Y'all adopted it. Yes, and even the other shit, y'all wasn't there right from the jump. No.
But even that shit, like, you be talking about the dancing, you be talking about the styles, the clothing.
I know
they
got it off of black people.
They seen it and made a lane of their own with it.
They hopped on it early, right?
Yeah.
They did. I'll give them that. But for founding, no, you didn't.
No, you didn't make shit.
If you're talking about making it, it was a black person.
What he should have said is they helped 50-50 and really would say 60-40.
He should have said they
60-40 push it.
Yeah, they helped
push the platform.
Push him, but they helped build too, because you got to think.
But I feel like they only really helped push the platform because they didn't have a platform at that time. Yeah. And as soon as they got a platform, they bounced the fuck up out of there. But
crazy though. But.
You know, I feel like they did help push the platform. But it also don't forget that.
But the funniest part though is we're talking about, because people are confusing this with all Latinos. No, we're talking about Puerto Ricans and Dominicans.
And Cubans, some Cubans was over there.
Which are all...
We're not talking about these Latinos on this side, because they laugh about how there's no Mexicans back on that side.
Yeah, like, which is... but I will say, even, like, up until, like, the 80s, Mexicans and blacks was pretty cool.
It was cool, yeah,
like, they was cool, like, real close, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But things changed.
But hip-hop had already been formed by the 80s.
No, but I'm just saying that on the West Coast, if we're going to talk about West Coast, they was around for that. Like, you know what I mean? They wasn't, I'm not saying they helped founded, like, West Coast gangster rap, but I'm saying, like, as of adopting it and even, like, going back further to, like, oldies and shit like that, that's all they played. So they fucked with black music and they did help push it. So... I'm not, like, just trying to brush off Mexicans, but we're talking about Puerto Ricans and Dominicans who have some black ancestry regardless. Yeah. The ones that was fucking with it had black ancestry. So when they keep trying to say this, you're trying to push the whole Hispanic part of these people, and that's not what it was. The people that was pushing it, the people that was just pure Hispanics who don't think they have any black in them, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or don't at all, really. Those are the motherfuckers that wasn't fucking with it. The ones that had black in them, because they already gravitated towards it. You know what I mean? They was in the slums with niggas anyways. But they didn't help found nothing. Were they at the first party? Definitely. You know what I mean?
Could have been at the
party.
Definitely.
No, they definitely would have been at the
party.
Yeah, would
have been at the party,
as of being behind the DJ booth and all that, were they, I don't think Cool Herc was I don't think he was Latino. I think he was a Jamaican man.
Yeah, but then you got to think about African Bambaataa. I know it's hard to mention him from what he did, but we still got to throw him in there. Crazy. He did help found it. He did help found it.
Yeah, but he also did some sick shit, though.
Yeah, but I mean,
we can't knock what he did, though. But no, we can knock.
We are knocking what he did. We're not knocking what he created. What he helped create. Unless he helped create some fucked up kids who had bad lives. We're not talking about those. Yeah. Yeah, man. I just think it's crazy. I just think
my uncle used to play him all the time. My white uncle, like whenever he got drunk, he'd be like, "Yeah, put that one on." Same list of songs every time he gets drunk. Always hip hop. It would go to Beastie Boys, X Clan, shit like that. But after all that shit came out, I've been around my uncle like multiple times, bro. Yeah. He's never ever played X Clan again.
Again?
And I really have not heard him play X Clan. He usually always used to. What's the song he used to start off with? A relatively recent one from like 2002. I can't think of what it is, but after that, he hasn't played that shit. He must have heard about it too, cause that shit.
Yeah,
they knew like that's crazy, bro. Like motherfuckers really be on sick shit.
Motherfuckers be on some crazy shit. But yeah, I think also why you could see why they would gravitate to something like that at that time, because hip hop at that time, all forms of it was a form of expression where it was like you were like revolting against the regular system, what was going on. You feel me? It was the norm. What at that time, what they had? Obviously, they had R&B at that time. They had pop.
Yeah. You remember that when hip hop was created?
Yeah. What they had?
Hip hop. That's like. Hip hop would be like late 70s.
Yeah. So what they have? Pop music.
I wouldn't say pop though. I think it would be more disco was more in, but that's still pop.
Jazz.
Music.
They had jazz. Well, jazz. They was trying to kill jazz.
Like, but for your time, it was pop R&B.
Yeah, pop and R&B, right? Yeah, pop. But it had to be pop because they already had Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it had to be pop already. So some type of pop shit going on.
What are you talking about though? Like for what race, or are you just talking about in general?
No, I'm saying what varieties of music did people have to listen to before what we're terming hip hop? We're really talking about rap, but what was they listening to? They was listening to old school oldies, blues R&B, and shit. Yeah.
Jazz.
So when this shit came out, I feel like it was a alternate route of what was the norm.
Yeah.
So you could see why, especially young
and you didn't have to have
Latin
a voice
folks
to do it.
Would be attracted to it.
Yeah. You didn't have to, and it's crazy too because you really didn't. You had to have like a cool talking voice, but
you didn't need to be able to sing, and you didn't need that. You didn't need none of that shit. Carry notes or none of that. You just needed
to be able to rap a little.
Somebody rapping
a little rhyme.
That's wild. Rap has come a long way, bro.
Bro, it really has.
A long way. At one point, I thought they thought that shit was gonna go under, be dead.
What rap? When?
Like just hip hop in general, bro. It wasn't built. The people were saying at the time it wasn't built to last.
What does that even mean?
Like they thought that it was gonna be like a phase. Of like hip hop wasn't gonna be able to sustain itself because at the time the masses wasn't fucking with it. So like, and plus you didn't have the white backing.
But that's what happens with anything black people create. Rock. White people hop on. But now, we for a little bit we started seeing like the music in the '90s. Like even the white people were heavily influenced by R&B.
Hell yeah, hell
like,
yeah.
Even when they don't like to admit it, they really were. And in the early 2000s, heavily influenced by R&B. Then
they had black writers writing the songs.
Something happened around 2010 where there was already white rappers here and there, but where all these white rappers started to flood. By now, 2022, bro, there are so many white rappers.
Yeah.
There are so many. And then now they got this shit where it's like rap, rock fusion. I like some of it. I'm not going to cap.
Yeah.
Like that rap, heavy metal type shit. Some of that shit be tough.
Yeah.
Or like the shit that be like, I can't even, like, it's like singing, but it's rapping. But it not like our singing.
No, I know you're talking about,
but like,
yeah.
Like,
what was that shit?
Like Kid Leroy and shit like that where it's like, it's not rap, but it's like hip hop flavored. You know what I mean? The beat selection and all that.
I remember at one point in time, like, it's always crazy though. No, I think it's still actually to this day.
Because there's hip hop and then there's rap, bro.
Yeah, rap is a part of hip hop.
Yeah, I feel rap. When we think about rap, that's nigga bars. When I'm talking about, because you may think it's hip hop, but I think rap is really where you're focused on bars. Hip hop is where you're bringing everything together. You're making a fucking masterpiece. When somebody usually says this is hip hop, that shit is a masterpiece, and the bars are there, the flow is there, the song is there, it sounds good. But rap is just a quick little anybody could do it. Let me hit you with
hip hop
16 hooks, 16.
A certain form of rap. I mean,
and hip hop has more branches. I feel like, you know what I mean?
Do.
It's way more.
No, that's true. I don't know how to define it.
I feel rap has a few, but even like this, like new that autotune rap and shit isn't. I wouldn't say it's hip hop. That's rap. But like the shit now where they're not even doing it with autotune and they're like,
but what about
that out? Shit? That's more hip hop.
What do you think about that shit? Where what is it called? Where they got that mic? It's like just an open mic, just hanging. And motherfuckers when they rap up, start spitting that shit. What you think about that?
Everybody been doing that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where would that fall?
That's like some Def Jam type shit.
But I feel like old school battling would have been hip hop. Like you would have came out with your crew, niggas. But don't get it twisted though. Even when niggas would be breaking, when niggas were breakdancing and shit, and they were battling with different crews, that was hip hop.
Yeah, no, I know. No. But that's why when I say hip hop, though, it's like a wider spectrum of stuff, and whereas rap, I think rap is what is within hip hop.
Yeah, for sure. I mean? Oh hell yeah.
Hip hop is the name of all these
all
things.
The shit, but
rap is the specific act of rapping. So if we're
but then it's still, I know what you're saying.
Because you never said you had a hip hop battle. You said we're going to have a rap battle.
But then I get what you're saying, though. There are people you be like, oh, that nigga's a hip-hop artist.
That nigga's rap.
And that nigga just be rapping. Like, that nigga a rapper. Like, you would never say, again, we talking about Young Thug. You wouldn't be like, oh, he's a hip-hop artist. You'd be like,
yeah, nah, he's a rapper.
He's a rapper.
Drake, Kendrick, hip-hop. I would give them hip-hop.
Drake?
I'll give Drake hip-hop.
Drake?
Look, we're not even talking
Drake
about his... But
Kendrick?
you want to know why? No. You want to know...
New Kendrick is a hip-hop rapper?
All that conscious ass shit, boy, that's hip-hop. That's hip-hop, bro. That's not... Look, I don't want to hear nothing. I just want to tell everybody this. Everybody that's dick-eating this new album and acting like...
No, you doing it by saying it's hip-hop,
and
nigga.
look, acting like it's some phenomenal... No, this is why I said it's hip-hop, because I really don't like this shit. I love hip-hop, but that last album by Kendrick, you like that? No. Did you actually like it?
It wasn't better than the Games album.
No, but have you been playing songs off of there constantly?
I haven't.
I played it one.
Oh, I'll be playing that. I'll be playing that. Let's get this shit. And I'll be playing that shit with him and Kodak. For some reason right now, Kodak is like one of my favorite artists right now.
Kodak been sliding.
And I'm talking, when I mean like favorite artist, I mean like not like, oh, the nigga's rapping the best, but every time I hear the nigga, I'm like, oh, let me hear that. Like,
yeah.
But I always play that shit with him and Kendrick and Kodak.
Look, okay, so look, I'm not, but isn't that rare though? Because usually Kendrick would drop something and you'd be like, run it back,
play that back. Yeah,
play that whole album back to back to back. And niggas keep not agreeing with me, and I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Look, To Pimp a Butterfly, great album, concept and all that, right?
Yeah.
But to me, just to me personally, who've been listening to Kendrick since Overly Dedicated, I never played anything after Untitled Unmastered back to back to back to back. Because he started going, I feel like niggas become a parody of themselves. Like, not to say it in a bad way, but where you start trying to capture your younger shit and how it just came off. Like, some of the shit I just be like, Like, I get where you're going with it, and it's great music. But you're not going to tell me Kendrick from 2011 wouldn't wash Kendrick right now.
Well, I actually feel the opposite. I feel, no, not the opposite on washing, but I feel the opposite on where Kendrick's not, like, he's stuck in this mode where he's stuck in that he's actually not trying to do his old style, like trying to green it. I feel like he's stuck in this mode where he's fighting against, like, he doesn't want to do what his old shit is about. Because if he does, he'd be doing K-Doc shit. We'd be like, oh, that shit's fire. But he's stuck in this butterfly mode.
You still, To Pimp a Butterfly, right?
Yeah, he's stuck
everything. But Damn was kind of like a little
Damn
more,
was dope.
Yeah, Damn, I played that. I was gonna say that. Damn, I played the fuck out of that, right?
Damn was dope.
But To Pimp a Butterfly and this big Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers, they didn't get much play from me. But you off of the song, off of fucking To Pimp a Butterfly, and never skip that. Never skip that. But that still sounds like old Kendrick. It sounded like it could have been a throwaway from an earlier album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that shit is. Oh, and how much is $1 or whatever? That shit is. There was songs on there where I was like, "This is creative."
You got songs in there, but obviously, but we're talking about
where it's the whole
picture of them.
The whole thing. Overly Dedicated, whole thing. Section 80, whole thing. Good Kid, Mad City, whole thing. In my opinion, those are my top 3 projects from him. No.
Why would all that lead to you comparing all that? Why would Drake be a hip hop artist then?
Because Drake would be a hip hop artist for the same fact that he could give you conscious rap. He has tons of conscious rap in his catalog. Yeah, he does. That's cap to act like he doesn't.
Somebody wrote, he can read you conscious rap. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm not. We already had to split. I'm not saying he didn't write his music, but I know damn well niggas write for him. But go ahead.
Can you? All right, but not the fact, because we never released no episode like that, so we probably did talk about that. But let's have that debate right now.
Facts of what?
Where's the facts in this, bro?
Bro, there's a fact that almost every artist has somebody write some type of their music for them.
So you'll say Kendrick too, then?
Yeah. So what are you talking about?
Okay, but this is on.
But you're agreeing that he has people write stuff for him, right?
No, this is what I don't agree with. I don't think Kendrick or Drake ever has somebody write a whole verse.
I'm not talking about verse. Or Drake. Bro, Drake never had Wayne write a verse all this whole many years. Bro, stop. Drake, somebody wrote a fucking verse for Drake, bro.
Look, this is what I really think happened, bro, and it's clear what happened. Drake had his own style of music. He had his own style of music up until the point of where he was doing his own sound, bro. Where you're like, that's Drake.
He started following other people's sound and just mastering it at one point.
I'm talking, okay, so now let's get to that point. Look, so around the time Nothing was...
Which is Lil Wayne shit,
No, right, go ahead. Nothing was... Drake is a mixture of Lil Wayne.
I think he's a poor man's Lil Wayne, bro.
He's a mixture. Okay, well then... Lil Wayne is just a richer version of Gilly the Kid.
Nah, see,
And you know, and I argue Gilly didn't write shit for him, but he sounds just like him.
But Gilly don't got that work ethic. Drake and Wayne have that.
Okay, so you're saying
Gilly
like,
might hate us for that, but
look,
nigga, you didn't push me out your music out like
yeah,
that, bro.
Get down on the ground.
That shit is hard
It is,
though, bro.
I'm
That's
saying,
a banger.
but-
Get down on the
yeah,
ground.
get down,
Gilly,
get
make
down on
another
the
get
ground.
down.
Yeah,
nigga,
that shit
like,
was hot.
Nigga,
But,
make her get off the ground. Nigga, get up off the ground.
I think what happened was Drake started realizing that his music was sounding the same because people were saying that after Nothing Was the Same. He changed it a little bit, but nigga was like, he needs to keep evolving because it's starting to all sound like this depressing music. You have your little bars within there. Then this whole wave of mumble rap hit around Nothing Was the Same. Yeah. So he was on. So this is exactly what I really think happened. Nigga was combing through SoundCloud, listening to sounds and shit. Cause I do the same shit.
But he started to associate with people of those sounds.
No, I get that. But I do the same shit where you want inspiration to get some other shit. Not exactly, but he seen a nigga that didn't nobody know.
Yep.
And he was like, let me snatch him up to help. I show him a couple of beats. How would he rap on this? Nigga came with the flow. Like I would say this. I'm okay. So write how you would write this. Boom. Now let me take your lyrics, take them out, add my own lyrics in the same flow.
Yeah.
But it's my own lyrics. So when you're saying niggas wrote from, I definitely
not in that song, but yeah.
Melody, no, because there's multiple songs where except for even like the Rico thing, he took multiple bars for that nigga on that one because the nigga really snapped when he wrote that. I was like, there was no way he could have took those bars. Like I ain't gonna take that out. But I feel he felt he's wrote enough and he wrote for enough people like Kanye and shit that you could get co-writer. But once you get to a
he would write for Kanye too.
No, that's what I'm saying. He wrote for Kanye, so he feels like
Drake could read you some good.
No. This is what I'm saying. Any type of shit you heard Drake being conscious, that's Drake being Drake, bro. When you hear Drake talking this other shit where the flow be different and on, somebody came with that flow. I'm 100% convinced. Because when he just raps to rap, he never raps like that. He never be
rapping like that. Okay.
That's always when I feel he brings somebody in, you know what I mean? And then you'll see somebody get signed to OVO, like somebody like low-key
So this album, like a lot of that house music shit.
He's been around a bunch of niggas.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, you don't feel like he brought people in. It's like
but I don't. But I also feel like it's another thing where you're getting a sound. Where it's different. Every great artist you could think of.
He's great. He's a great artist.
Nobody
wasn't he doing like a Latin
but he's
sound
not
at
a rapper.
one point, though?
I would never say Drake is a rapper though. Drake
you
could rap.
The nigga was a hip hop rapper.
No, Drake could rap, right? Yeah. But Drake is a hip hop artist though. He's an artist, bro. He does it all.
He's an artist.
That nigga's an artist, bro.
Yeah,
There's a difference between being a rapper, being an artist. Can he rap? Just like I said, Cassidy. Can he battle rap? Yeah, but is he a battle rapper?
Hey, nigga.
No.
Did you hear what the fuck that nigga That nigga, what fun his name? What fun Head Ice was saying?
Yeah, I heard what Head Ice was saying.
Like the nigga they said that he's been battling, right?
But in the same vein, he's also talking about how he battled all these niggas too. So he upping himself within there when he was having that conversation.
But you could have really upped him when he was like, nigga, Cash, you remember seeing me doing all them battles?
Yeah,
you could have got him like that easily.
No, look, exactly. So if you already lying for me, and then you ask that, look,
nah, the nigga wasn't lying. He was talking about him. Niggas like, so Cass is battling?
No,
look,
like,
yeah.
Look, that's my point. Yeah. So niggas like Tashi Wooty Womp Womp, and you like, yeah. And then you start talking about yourself and like, didn't I? And if you was already lying for me, why wouldn't I lie for you?
But we know he was battling.
No, but I'm saying where he's
battling
where he talking about. No, I know he was battling in real life.
Yeah.
But where he trying to add does like I battle. So what did he say? 30 niggas in 2 days or some shit like that.
Shit like that.
Like bro,
but don't think about you can stop. A battle could have been like 16 bars and then you turn to the next nigga. Like got off on that nigga and then y'all walk somewhere else. You feel me? Okay, what about what Swiss Beats was saying?
Look, Swiss Beats, I will once I really sat down. I'll give him a little more credibility.
Because you know he's feuding with the nigga.
But it's even what you said, though.
What?
Where they had him battling artists.
Well, what that nigga said about the
there's
DMX
a difference
shit.
between a battle rapper and an artist. Yeah, niggas a battle rap
was
artist.
all them niggas trying to get in Rough Riders artists? I don't think so. I think it was
who was the battle rappers out of Rough Riders?
No, I'm saying I think it was a lot of street niggas that was just trying to get in Rough Riders.
Okay, but I'm saying there's a difference. When we're saying battle rap, we're not talking about just a street nigga that spit freestyles.
But at that time, what was battle rap? Because battle rap wasn't really shit. You feel me? Battle rap was just meeting the nigga on the corner.
It was just underground.
No, battle rap was meeting the nigga on the corner. You know what's name had his show
this
before
is like
Smacking Them, right?
They're talking like late 90s, right?
You know, King of the
They already had the
Shotty and them already had. Shotty and them had they had videos before Smacking Them.
Yeah, they already had.
And Shotty wasn't even out before at this time. He would have had Cassidy. He would have recorded Cassidy.
Look, bro. What I am saying is though he could battle rap, he will never
I get it,
he
but
will
I'm just
never be
saying.
considered even and niggas dick eat him now, but when he was first getting in, because now he has been battle rapping. Now he's a battle rapper. But the cast before, when he first came back and he was saying all this 5,000 and all that disaster in them, was not giving him no leeway. Who did you battle? Who are the 5,000 people? He never can answer. This was
the 10 to Get In podcast.
It's your boy Drunk on Thursday.
I'm your player partner, Black Chuck Tack.
And nigga, we out this motherfucking bitch. 10 to get in.
10 to get in.
Tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a motherfucking friend.
We out. Yeah. He was making sounds like that in the second round.
No.
Yes, bro.
No,